All right, everybody. Welcome back into another episode of the Lesko podcast. Got my Penn State polo on here. And I want to come on here, give a quick piece. I don't know if I'll even answer any comments. I'm just going to say my piece and hop off. I got stuff to do today. Watching some of the Lettermen talk and seeing what they're saying, what they're feeling, everything that we've said on here, whether it be Bob Chesney, Terry Smith, whoever it is, we simply address what the situation might be and try to get positives out of it, try to speak optimistically about the situation, try to give our takes on, again, what we think will happen. And if it does happen, we give our thoughts on what the reality may be. I don't know if it's too late right now. I don't know if they have a guy. I'm not sure. No one knows. Whatever the reports are, I really don't care. I'm going to play and show a couple things here, give my take, and then hop off. Is this the right window? Yep. So Terry Smith posted this morning. That's Dan Connor and Jack Ham. Most of you should know that just by looking at him. Grateful for Dan Connor and Jack Ham. Legends never leave. Could be overthinking it, but I thought that was interesting. Legends never leave. I don't think Terry Smith would call himself a legend because he's humble, but I think that was a good post if you're a Terry Smith supporter of being the head coach of Penn State. Another one.
If Terry doesn't get this job,
just listen.
I'm done with Penn State football, man. Explain, Juice. I'm done with Penn State football, man. There's never been a better person, better time, better anything to represent who we are as Penn State, as who we are as Penn State football, is who we are as men and the way we've grown up and the things that we treasure in life all come from Penn State way of doing things. And that's what Terry exemplifies. And if you pass on that again, you've had opportunities to bring some Penn Staters in here. You pass on that again, that's going to be a problem for me, man. It's going to be a big problem for me. Now, if Terry went out there, didn't show against Iowa, didn't show against Ohio State, didn't show against Indiana, didn't win these last few games, we wouldn't be here banging this drum. We'd be like, oh, we gave it a shot, didn't work out for us. You know what I mean? And Terry can, whatever happens there. But damn, he's showing us that he's the man that can do it, man. If Terry doesn't get this job, I'm done with Penn State football, man. Explain, Juice. I'm done with Penn State football, man.
All right.
Just never. When you get that job, I'm speaking for myself, but I know I'm speaking for all the Lettermen, man. We got your back, 100, man. So do not hesitate to ask of us what you need to strengthen our program and help you move it forward. So I just want to publicly put that on the record that when you get hired, we're going to hold you down like never before. You couldn't say any better, Black, man. That's what's up right there, man. That's what's up right there. We got you, Smalls. We got you, man. That's all we can say, man. Because you know what? We are. That's right. We are Penn State, indeed. And right now we are Terry Smith. And OJ, man, I appreciate the conversation, brother. Hopefully we can do this some more. Hopefully next time we do this, we're going to be in celebration of Coach Smith getting that. That's right, man. We're going to toast to Terry Smith being named the next head coach. And we're going to all be waving our flag like we do when you get that job.
Sorry, it's a little choppy. One more.
When Terry Smith gets this head coaching job, let me tell you something, man. He's going to light a match. It's going to turn into a forest fire, man. You talking about having a Lettermen all across this country on fire, and you talk about how you walking around and how your flag is blue and white. Come on, we all do that, but it's going to be on a whole nother level, when they hire Terry Smith. And we're all out in these local football streets. If you don't think we're going to be out here recruiting harder for the blue and white and for Coach Smith, all he got to do is send a text out. Say, hey, go see this kid playing so-and-so, down there in Florida. Go see this kid down there in Texas. Hey, that's a 411. We own it.
We own it.
Y'all hire Coach Smith and watch how the Lettermen get on fire, to roll for him and roll for our program. When Terry Smith gets this head coaching job, let me tell you something.
I think that's it. At this point, again, we've talked about possibilities. Some people think some things are locks, this and that. I don't know. But I'll just say this. Terry Smith has done everything he can, pretty much, to do his job effectively at this point. He's a Penn State guy, played for Penn State, played for Joe Paterno. That's Maurice Powell and O.J. McDuffie. They both played with him at Penn State. They love Terry Smith. Of course, Andre Maurice Powell. They love Terry Smith, as they should. Terry Smith has done everything that he possibly can to help this team win. The team has improved. They've looked better. And as I've said before, the game that we saw against Nebraska, everything involved. That was Penn State football heaven. The offense, the defense, the Joe Pa pin, the support, the chants. That's unrecognizable to me for Penn State football. We have not seen that in 12 years. Terry Smith, I don't think, had much of a say as the assistant head coach under the previous coach. Of course he didn't, because that would require intelligence. Terry Smith has all the support in the world. I don't know if Lettermen can go recruit, but he's got people everywhere. All right. That's insane. That really, in a good way, boggles my mind that these guys are like, you need someone recruited down here, there. We got you. That's awesome. He's got people all over the country that are going to support him. Largest living alumni base in the world. Huge Lettermen support. We have not seen the power of NIL because of who the previous coach was, because no one liked him. He erased history in Lash Building. That's according to a former player. What happened to Joe Paterno was wrong. Joe Paterno always did things the right way. That's obvious. I can't say the same for Penn State. And I can give you multiple examples, some personal that I won't get into. Penn State did not treat Joe Paterno well at all at the end. They let him go. And then you bring in Bill O'Brien, who essentially used our program to get to the NFL, which it is what it is. I have a lot of respect for what Bill O'Brien did for Penn State to bridge us to the next guy. Larry Johnson, don't think they really treated him right. He moved on to Ohio State, and you know what he's done. The greatest defensive line coach on all levels in football that there is. Terry Smith, if you hire Terry Smith, you have an opportunity to right the wrongs of Joe. There's a reason we didn't get a lot of support under the previous coach. Not only did no one like him, but because of what happened to Joe, they weren't going to support anymore. Penn State totally screwed that up. Terry Smith, you hire him, and he is fully deserving. What do you have to lose? It doesn't go well for 2-3 years? Fine. You either put him on a different part of the staff, or I don't know. I don't know what you do. You demote him, whatever. What do you have to lose by hiring Terry Smith? It goes bad, it goes bad. There's other coaches out there now. There's other coaches out there in the future. There's only one Terry Smith. There's a million other coaches that you could hire at some point. You narrow it down to the best option. There's only one Terry Smith. If they don't do this right and hire Terry Smith, I fully believe we're pretty much screwed. The reason Lettermen are saying, if they don't hire Terry Smith, I'm done with Penn State football, it's because of the history. What happened before? They did not treat the men that built this correctly. Not at all. You want to talk about Penn State blood? And I've heard someone else say this. I can't remember who. I think it was Landon. Don't quote me. I think it was him. You said Joe Paterno. Of course, he's Penn State now. When he came here, he wasn't Penn State. He was from Brooklyn. He went to Brown. So if you want to get into this semantics of it, Joe Paterno wasn't even Penn State when he came here. You know who is Penn State? Terry Smith from Pennsylvania, a phenomenal head coach in Western Pennsylvania football, a Letterman of Penn State, played in the NFL, a Joe Paterno product. He is Penn State. His teammates are Penn State. Coach Powell, O.J. McDuffie, all played in the NFL. You know how hard it is to play Division I football and then go to the NFL at 5'8"? You know how hard that is? That's nearly impossible. Darren Sproles is a guy I can think of that's 5'8". Austin Eckler, I think. Name me 5'8" football players that went D1 and went to the NFL and tell me how they did. I'll wait. I'll wait if you want me to. I'll wait. Who is it? Can you tell me? Anybody in the comments? When I get off here in the comments, can you tell me? Terry Smith is Penn State. And if you don't hire him, it's going to get ugly, in my opinion. Terry Smith has my vote to be the next head coach of Penn State. For what it's worth, I want to come on here, use my platform, my voice to express that. Hire Terry Smith. This is just a guess. I think it might be Terry, and I think he might know that. If it is Terry, he probably knows. Just everything involved. Again, just a guess. I think it is Terry Smith, but if it's not, then it's going to get ugly. I think it's going to get ugly. This support for Terry Smith, right? A large part of it, I believe, is half and half. It's Penn State and Terry Smith. But if they don't do this with Terry Smith here, where do you think that support will go? It's not going to go to Penn State anymore. Probably go to Terry Smith. Imagine this. I know Lettermen didn't like Franklin, but they liked Terry Smith. Just imagine this. If Terry Smith goes to Virginia Tech, nothing against Terry Smith, that would be a bad move, and it wouldn't mean anything because that coach is still the coach. Where do you think this support from the Lettermen is going to go? Think it'll go to Terry Smith wherever he goes? Probably. That makes it uglier for us. So again, hopping on and off. Quick, you guys put your comments below. Terry Smith, for what it's worth, has my vote to be the next head coach of Penn State. You need to hire Terry Smith. If you do not, it's going to get ugly, most likely. Lack of support, everything. It's going to get ugly. You have to hire Terry Smith. My dad, he has not faltered once on his support of Terry Smith. He knows a thing or two. Hire Terry Smith. It's the best thing you can do right now. You have nothing to lose. You need to hire Terry Smith. Hire Terry Smith. Hire Terry Smith. Hire Terry Smith. That's my message. Spread it around. Hire Terry Smith.